Why the f am I still seeing these everywhere?
Yeah!
Should I be?
Ooh, baby, you the reason.
This one's been deemed too unhealthy to be sold by certain countries, but where and why?
A bottle of pride!
And should Logan Paul and KSI be more responsible in their promoting to make sure that this 18+ drink isn't being bought by kids?
We got Prime.
Those are the big questions that I'll be asking in this tiny doc. But first, what is Prime? Oh, that's sweet. It's a range of drinks that influencers Logan Paul and KSI's company Prime Hydration created back in early 2022. Paul got his social media start on Vine and KSI on YouTube. They both gained massive levels of fame, eventually working together, or rather fighting against each other in professional boxing matches, fighting twice, and then they became friends. Ah. Back to the drinks. The first lot of products that they released were sports drinks or hydration drinks, and this shit flew off the shelves. Why? Because Logan Paul and KSI promoted the hell out of it. They collectively have nearly 150 million followers between them. That's larger than the population of Russia. You know, the largest country in the world. Two of the biggest influencers out there make a drink. Of course it's going to be popular. So you'd have shops sold out within minutes, adults fighting each other over bottles, and some questionably selling them far above the recommended retail price.
The £100 a can.
Which KSI wasn't happy about, to be fair.
Oh my god, no! He can't keep getting away with this! Stop buying it at this price!
So I went to buy a few for this report. And man, I went up and down the high street for about an hour looking for these things. You're right, boss. You sell Prime here? No, we don't. You don't? No? Okay, thank you. Hey, man, have you got Prime? How much are they? £8. £8. No, I'm good, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hell, £8. And I ain't paying £8 for a bottle, but then I got tired, so I just settled on paying £4 for this bottle here, and I paid £7 for this one here. And look, the bottles are from different places too. This one's from the UK, and this one's from the US, so some are importing these in. But Prime Energy, their energy drink for people only 18 and over that they released recently, now this has been under fire. Specifically for the amount of caffeine in a 355ml can, which is 200 milligrams in some of them, like the US ones. That is a lot. It's about 2 Red Bulls worth of roughly the same size can, or about 6 Cokes. Bruv, you'd be buzzing and jumping off the walls and shit, all off of one can. New Zealand has outright banned it. It's illegal because it exceeds their maximum caffeine content allowance. It also exceeds Australia's and South Africa's allowances. Oh, and Denmark too, who doesn't sell Prime Energy at all. And a number of countries have seen schools ban any Prime product. The Canadian Food Inspection Agency has said that they're recalling Prime Energy drinks, but Paul posted online saying that Prime Energy doesn't distribute in Canada and it's all illegal imports, and the mainstream media trying to make them look bad, though he hasn't said anything about any of the other countries. Now let's look at the defense of Prime. We reached out to them to get a right of reply, but we didn't hear back from them. But to others, they have said that as a brand, our top priority is consumer safety, so we welcome discussions with the FDA or any other organization regarding suggested industry changes they feel are necessary in order to protect consumers. And to be fair, yes, their cans also do say not recommended for under 18s on them, but is this enough? Well, they aren't helping themselves. They boast about the caffeine content online.
What? 114 milligrams of caffeine, we got 200 milligrams.
Ain't no way!
And the design of the cans is practically identical to the hydration bottles with the same overly sweet flavors, so it's not exactly dissuading kids from buying it. But Logan Paul came out on TV defending the design choices.
How do you respond? Kids can't easily distinguish the difference.
Right off the rip, I'd say that's preposterous. One is in a can and says energy drink on it. The other's in a bottle and says hydration drink on it. One is 18 plus, the other is suitable for all ages. And we believe we've done as good of a job as we possibly can differentiating our products.
Yeah, all right, cool. They don't look anything alike, do they? Also, if you're living in the UK, someone under the age of 16 doesn't need to show ID in order to buy energy drinks. So there you go. They don't need to go and guilt their parents into buying it for them. They can just go do it themselves. But are Logan and KSI adding to the problem themselves by advertising the drinks on their channels? To be fair, a lot of social media sites don't allow kids under the age of 13 to sign up, but they still do, and 13 is still under 18. And it's certainly affecting kids because, again, schools are having to ban the drinks. In fact, a US Senate Majority Leader has called on regulators to investigate the drink, and probably its design, because he says that parents are mistakenly buying their kids the energy drink instead of the hydration one. One could argue that parents should take more responsibility on what their kids watch and consume.
Bruv, we have more fun than pride. You do nothing!
Then again, I'm sure the millions that social influencers make from their viewers help ease the pain of that problem for them. Look, whether it's the caffeine content, overly bright and colourful design, or even the shameless promotion, there is an argument that Logan Paul and KSI should do more. Especially if you're flogging this drink to your audiences which have tons of kids. And maybe regulators should do more to regulate what's sold and how it's advertised online and on social media. That area is still a little bit murky, but let's see how the influencers respond to the recent firestorm of criticism. Yeah, still too sweet. I hope you enjoyed this video. I chose this story because I love internet culture. It's so interesting to me how a couple of lads who made their names on the internet can make a success of this, but they should be held to the same scrutiny as every other brand out there. If there's anything else you want us to do a story on, leave a comment below and let us know.